Hi everyone, this is me, Extreme Retriever, linguist, founder of Homelingua and Lingua Plus. And after our video about Langaka and his billiard model, you asked me about, well, learning how to learn a new vocabulary, verbs, words. And you know what? I know how. In my books from Meraki series, I've talked about it, how to learn most frequent words. And well, perhaps you already know, yeah, getting a list of most popular words. However, I don't like to start with all those most popular words where you have all these prepositions and conjunctions. They're useful, but if they're out of context, it's very difficult to apply them. In fact, um, if you focus just on verbs at the beginning, it will be much more, useful. Why so? As we discussed about Yalangaka and modal, how verb influences objects. Here's the same thing. Um, we need to find the most frequent verbs. You can just take, the most frequent ones like a 10. Just start with 10. And they will be probably like I speak, I go, um, I sleep, I eat, I drink, and so on. And what you can do, you can take such a verb in any language, but watch out if let's say, you're picking from one of Roman's languages, make sure that this verb is regular. Because if it's irregular, yeah, like same like a Germanic group. So if it's regular, you need to kind of remember how a stem vowel changes. But yeah, take something regular. And you take a verb and then you have a noun. So you always start with I. I believe this is best because it typically goes like I, then we talk in a dialect to somebody, so it's you in singular. Then we describe somebody, it's he or she, right? And in a lot of languages, there is no difference like in the verb, whether it's he or she, but in some, yes. So just, watch out, depending on your language. And then, of course, we can talk about them, yeah, in plural. And then we can talk about us, and then you in plural. That's kind of, game. But we all start, yeah, with I, and then you in singular, and then he, she. And we have I, we have a verb of your choosing, and then it's good to pick a verb um, that is an action. Yes, so there is an action with an object. So for instance, yeah, I ate an apple, right? So I ate an apple, or yo como una manzana. So I ate an apple, like in Spanish. And if you don't know articles, forget about them right now. You can always say numeral like one, yeah, one apple or una manzana. And what happens is that you set up a very simple context for your verb because you are actually learning a verb, right? So I eat an apple. And then you can add circumstances, right? Because you want to create this relations between noun, verb, and well, a noun's a noun, like pronoun, verb, and noun. Because then it will be like maybe Peter eats an apple. So what happens is we can say how I eat an apple like fast, for instance, rapidly, slowly. I eat an apple slowly. Well, it's slowly an apple. We can play around here with word order. And then you can add not only an adverb, but you can add an adjective that may be an apple as tasty. Like I ate slowly a tasty apple. You see, you already expand this context, and you may ask me, but what to do about all these adverbs and adjectives? I don't know them yet. Come on, go to a dictionary, go to like DeepL, Google Translate, like whichever you prefer, and pick up those additional words. Then you expand the context, and then you can say that I eat slowly a tasty apple every day, and maybe every day at 3 p.m., every day at 3 p.m. before um, lunch or before work, whatever you need. But the point is here to expand the same sentence as much as you can. Because then you also start feeling the logic of the language. And the same, as soon as you've done this, you can just, go sentence by sentence, right? Then you can switch to you. You eat an apple. You eat an apple fast, and so on and so forth. You can do exactly the same. You're using the same words. You can switch and use, new words. Then, of course, you switch to he, she, and there you will see, well, in English, you will see change, but again, even in you will see change in a lot of languages, right? Because the conjugation, yeah, occurs. So this is a way how you learn step by step how a verb itself changes according to pronoun, right? So its form. And then, of course, everything that surrounds it and the word order. And of course, you need to pay attention where the word order logic is different from English. Whether you need, like in German, right, you will probably put the verb at the very end, will depend on circumstances, right? And then you can play around from here with I, you, he, she. You can also play with tenses. This, of course, depends on the language, but we all know that in English, will, yeah, future tense is very simple. You'll just put will. I will eat an apple. I will eat slowly. A tasting, a tasty apple. But of course, then we need to look at constructions here of other languages, and there you can always use construction like I'm going to, equivalent of it, right? Like yo voy a comer, like in Spanish, I'm going to eat, yeah, this tasty an apple. And some languages, like Mandarin, will be a slightly different game, yeah, about future and past. So there you can just use part of the speech in order to indicate that this is future, this is past. But the logic in terms of experimenting with new verbs and all the content is the same. Therefore, my suggestion to you, look for, say, 100 most frequent verbs. Pick maybe 10 verbs per week. Be creative, play around with them, look for new words, especially the ones that matter to you that you use frequently, and build up those sentences in any language. Even if you speak, let's say you learn right now a few languages simultaneously, do it in simultaneously, like in all these languages. Do it and compare sentence structure, see what's working. If you're unsure about the word order in the language that you're learning, you can now have a look again across multiple translators. You can also have a look here compared with AI, why not? But then you will see with the verb, yeah, the position of the verb, pronoun, noun, and all the circumstances like what, where, when, or if there is another logic, right? Maybe when and where, and so on. And you need to get used to it. But this is one of the simplest ways for you to explore the language you're learning at the very initial stage and also pick up some useful vocabulary for you that you're going to use on your everyday basis. Therefore, go up, learn these verbs, follow us, Amalingua, on YouTube and all social media, and watch other videos. Thank you for your attention. I'm Katrina Matvivo, linguist, founder of Amalingua and Lingua Plus, and see you in other videos. Bye.